Well, hello, boys and girls. I'm so excited to read you stories now. And it's springtime, and there's so many good stories about spring with the spring theme. And you know, one of the things about spring is we see a lot of baby animals being born, especially bunnies, and mommies are taking care of their baby bunnies. Well, this is a story about the bunnies' ball. Now, a ball is a fancy dance, and the bunnies are planning this fancy dance for their friends in the forest. This is written by Annie Ingle and illustrated by Katie Bratton. And I'm going to show the book to you after I read each page so that you can look at the pictures real carefully because there's a lots of detail in this story. Okay, let's get started. The Bunny's Ball. When the moon is full and the air is sweet and the crickets begin to thrum, and fireflies flicker, and raccoons bicker, and the bullfrog beats soft his drum. Slip on your sweater and sneak to the woods and crouch in the dark on your knees. You might just see a wondrous sight that only the lucky ones see. It's the Bunny's Ball, a splendid dance, and all good bunnies are there. Cottontail, Jackrabbit, Lop-Ear, and of course, the Belgian hare. So here's our Belgian hare, he's the big one, and here's our lop-eared rabbit. Down in the warrens, little ones sing and bounce upon their beds, while mothers adorn their ears with flowers, and dads set their hats on their heads. They're getting their children ready for this big dance. They're getting their fancy clothes on, wearing their hats, putting flowers in their hair. Up in the clearing, the busy squirrels sweep the dance floor clean and clear, and fireflies nestle in bluebell shades as party time slowly draws near. See, all the animals are doing their part to get this fancy dance ready. Even the flowers are getting in on it. The gray moths drape the twigs and branches with chains of fragrant flowers, and more moths spray cool water on blooms to keep them fresh for hours. And chipmunks fix a sumptuous feast of dew and dandelion punch, of crackers smeared with carrot cream, of watercress quiche to munch. There are torts and tarts and turnip tops and ices to last the night, for chipmunks know it is their job to get each detail right. Everything's starting to take shape. Look at all the detail. They all got their jobs to do. The musicians come, a little late, but better late than never, for far and wide these minstrels are known as the greatest dance band ever. 3 tree frogs, a cricket quartet, a beaver who plays his tail, 2 wild dogs, a shrill katydid, and a soulful nightingale. Now I'm going to hold this book picture for a minute and see if you can find all of those animals. They each have their part to play in the dance band. The band is set, the instruments tuned. There falls a sudden hush as old Groundhog makes his rounds with snow-white gloves and brush. Now you see this groundhog, he's going around and he's swiping the furniture to make sure everything has been cleaned just properly, for this is a fancy dance. The trumpets blare and doors swing wide. The bunnies, 2 by 2, emerge in moonlight, blinking, preening, sashaying into view. Oh, elegant bunnies, they waltz and whirl in finery and pomp. Then the band picks up the beat, and the bunnies begin to stomp. They romp, they kick, they rock, they roll, they shake loose leaves from the trees. In all your life, you've never seen such revelers as these. So now you've seen the wondrous sight that only the lucky ones see. It's time to come out of the bushes and dust off both of your knees. Go on home. You've had enough. You've surely had your fill of berry tarts and carrot cream and tasty treats. Until the moon is full and the air is sweet and the crickets begin to thrum. The fireflies flicker and raccoons bicker and the bullfrog beats soft his drum. I hope you like that story. It's one of my favorites.